Dave Snyder here. It's the 12th day of August, and I'm going to show you something really cool here that I just did. And let's see. This is how I saved this image from Wonder Maps. I did my I set this down to 0 sensitivity, and you can see underneath in a second when it comes around, if it does. Come on, come on. Yeah, it's trying. Just give it a second. Anyway, there we go. Okay, so you see this area, South America. I saved it like this. This area and all this area right here. This whole band of weather. And you can see when I do that, I turn it down. It turns it all black. Eventually, it does. Sooner or later. I guess later. But anyways, you see that I saved that weather right there just about, I don't know, less than 10 minutes ago. Took it to Google Earth, Google Moon, right here. Because I know that Imbrium, this crater right here, this big giant crater on the moon, I know that shapes South America. Whenever I look at the moon, every time I look at the moon when it's full, I see this and I go, there's South America right there. I mean, you can see it right here. You just turn this around in your mind, and this is South America. The Chile is over here. Instead of over on this side, it's on this side, right? Okay. So anyways, here's that picture. Check this out. This is how I lined it. This weather pattern. See, instead of this being on this side like it was on the Earth, it's flipped around, so it's gonna be on this side on the moon. You understand me? It's like a mirror image. Now watch this. Let me turn these place names off here. See this area right in here? Just watch. Watch me fade this out. See right here? This point. This area comes to this point. See that crater? That's pretty interesting, to say the very least. I'm gonna back it up a little bit. There we go. Look at that. And really, I just lined this edge up, and then I looked at it, and then that was right there. You know, it's probably got something over here. That oh, look at it right here. See this? See these lines? You see that? You see it kind of a little bit there. Those two craters probably right there, actually. It's hard to get that edge. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Imbrium. So South America, let's just measure this. Let's measure Imbrium on the moon. Huh? Bring it to the Earth and we'll see what it is. Not that I haven't done it before, but we'll go from this peak right here, and we'll just go to right here. 608 miles in diameter. Let's just say 600 miles, right? 600 miles in diameter. This Imbrium is 600 miles in diameter, approximately. Okay, and then we'll go to the Earth. So something 600 miles in diameter, something 600 miles created that crater. Okay, let's just see how big. Or they say something 600 miles in diameter created that crater, but I mean, here we go. We'll just go, you know, see, this is that curve, that little pocket that's on the moon there. We'll just go from there, and even though some of it's actually missing, we'll just go from there, just to give you an inch or two. Look at that, 1,900 miles, not 600 miles, not 600 miles on the moon. On the moon, it cannot be 600 miles on the moon. It cannot be 600 miles on the moon. It has to be 1,900 miles for this area to create the same pattern exactly like you see it on the moon. That has to be 1,900 miles on the moon as well. It has to be. There's no way around that. And not where you're going to get the same exact pattern. And every day, I mean, you'll see that it fits up here. You'll see the print in the weather up here of Imbrium every once in a while. And I'm not saying they're two separate ones. They were probably the same one, but the continents, since they broke apart, are showing it in 2 different locations, and over here too. Over here too. It probably originally happened right here. I do believe it happened right here originally. Here's the Imbrium impact right here, somewhere right in here, with the Copernicus down here. But there, you seen that on the moon? There it is, 1,900 miles, which is almost the size of the moon. They say the moon is. You know, we're lied to so much, people. I mean, I just don't believe shit anymore. It's just hard for me to believe anything. I believe that you know what? I can believe in one thing, and that's that we're totally lied to, and we totally just sit there and fall for it. Even though when we know we're being lied to, we just don't. You know, it's like whatever. You know, because there's nothing you can do about most of it anyway. People are going to lie, and there's not much you can do. If you know they're lying, you just try to work around it. You know, but don't fall into the lie and become part of it. That's what they want. And people think that I'm doing that because they think that science is right, like science is correct, like it's a religion. Bullshit. Bullshit. Science is not a religion. Science does lie, and science is full of shit. Full of shit all the time. The only way any information really gets out to us in the public anyway is through books, media, or whatever. And only the people that have money that don't want you to know this kind of stuff are the ones that put out that stuff. So they're not going to, they're not going to promote something that goes against their beliefs. If they think that this would help you find something that they want to find, they're not going to put that out there. It's like a treasure map, basically. Who's gonna make prints of a treasure map and sell them to everybody or whatever? No one's going to do that. They're going to do that and make the map wrong. They're going to send you off to the other side of the world or something. You know, they're not going to make it so you can figure it out and get rich or whatever. And that's exactly the whole thing about this. That's what it's all about. Life is a treasure hunt for everybody, no matter what kind of treasure you're looking for, whether it be gold or just happiness or whatever. It's a treasure hunt, and you're looking for your treasure, and you don't want no one to get it before you. You know. It's one thing to share your happiness or your treasure or whatever with somebody else, but it's another thing to have somebody just take it away from you and not get anything. Believe me. So anyways, that was a good overlay. I like that, saving the pictures like that. That's pretty cool. Let's take one more look at it real quick so you know I've been trying to tell you that the moon's bigger than the Earth. Been trying to. There's no way around it because you got the South Pole being the whole thing of Antarctica too. I mean, it's consistently larger. Must be at least the size of Mars. But we have 600 into 1900. What's that? That's about three times the size. A little over 3 times the size, I guess. Wait, 1900, 1800 would be 3 times. Yeah. So it's approximately 3 times bigger than they say. So that would be Mars size, right? That's about Mars size, I think. Well, no, that's just this crater. Just this crater is, well, yeah, it's still the same thing. Yeah, it'd be Mars size. It would be approximately 6,000 miles in diameter, the whole planet. The moon being a planet, yes. The moon being a planet. Because apparently that's what it is. I don't see any way around that. See that fit? See it in there. With that, you see that spot right there? Look at that point. There's no way that that's not the same thing. Here you got this point up here where it comes down to the point there. That's there. And there's no way they'll ever give you this one. Never. You will never see that in the weather, that part of this crater, or this part either. They always leave that out. They know it shows itself all the time. They know it. But they take that out of the satellite image every time. They got people that do that for a living. I can guarantee you that. Look at this right here. That's why NOAA which is a sister or a sister Nazi company or Nazi, NASA and NOAA are the same people, so they control this stuff. They hide. That's why they're in control of it, because they want to hide it, and that's what they do. They definitely hide it, because now if we found out, which we have found out, but the story is, their whole story of going to the moon is just shot to shit. Their moon rock story is bullshit, because look at everywhere on the Earth, there's moon rocks everywhere on the Earth. Everywhere. Every rock you see, every piece of granite, quartz, whatever, you can just might as well just say that's a moon rock. If not, if you don't think so, just look into it yourself. That's all I can say. You know, that's all I ever say. That's all I say it all the time. But I just keep saying it and showing what I find. And it's just, you know, it took me just a couple minutes to get this one. I actually tried it a different way, but then I put it right like this, like I usually do it, and then it just came right up, fit right in. Boom, right there. Sweet. Have a great day.